Now, as Matt just mentioned, some restaurant owners, they're looking to lure back their employees, throwing in new incentives, including bonuses, wage increases, sign-on rewards as well.
But Victor, our next guest, is going even further. He's offering to pay college tuition for his employees. Skyler Reeves owns 5 restaurants throughout Prescott, Arizona, with a 6th one in the works. Skyler, great to see you. Before we get to this very cool, and I can't wait to hear how you're doing this, incentive for luring workers back, why? Why are you having such a hard time finding workers for your restaurants?
Well, in my experience, there's 2 main reasons. The number one reason is the unemployment, the enhanced unemployment benefits. So with my experience, I've had several people come to me and basically say, look, when I can't get unemployment anymore, we'll come back. It's a tough job. These are entry-level jobs. And so when you kind of feel like we're competing with that unemployment rate a little bit, so I think that's the number one cause in my experience. We've also had talks with employees saying, look, I want to come back to work, but can you guarantee me that I'm going to make more than I would on unemployment? For a tipped person, you can't necessarily guarantee what kind of tips they are. You can make a good guess, but for someone that's in a tight financial situation, no one wants a pay cut, right? Mm-hmm. So that's kind of the experience we've had. I think the other issue is that right at the beginning of the pandemic, when we had to lay so many people off, some of those workers immediately went to work for someone else that was hiring. And if you remember in the beginning there, the people that were hiring was Costco, Walmart, Amazon, those folks. And I think some of those guys and gals are just kind of in their routine at their new gig. And I think that's part of the reason as well.
Yeah, it's interesting that we heard from the president earlier today that he said that the additional unemployment benefits, there was no measurable way that he saw that those were keeping people from returning to work. So I want to pull that thread a little later, but I don't want to get too far beyond what your actual offer is, because for employees, potential employees, this could be huge. Tell us what the offer is.
Sure. So, we want to be a great company to work for. We want to be a company that people seek us out to come work for us, and so we want to reinvest in our workforce. So college tuition is one way that we can do that. And so we were kind of racking our brains, how can we get more people to apply? How can we get more people to come on in? And so I partnered up with Yavapai College, local community college here, and so to where full-time employees that work 32 hours, an average of 32 hours a week, and are benefit eligible, so about after 90 days, I, or the company, will pay their tuition as they go throughout the community college. So we think that we'll attract some ambitious people, young people that are in college, and also break down a barrier there that maybe some folks that already work for us that were thinking about going to college, but they feel like they can't afford it. It's one more bill they can't take on. That we can offer something good for those too.
Oh my gosh, Skyler, what an exciting offer. I mean, that's, I worked in restaurants throughout my teens. I would have loved an offer like that. But let me just show you the math for a second. Just help me understand the math, because in Arizona, where you are, the average benefit that people are getting with the enhanced benefits that you talk about are $537 a week. Minimum wage is $486. Wouldn't it have just been, would it have been more economical or affordable for you to just give people $50 more a week? How can you afford to pay their tuition?
Well, we like I said, we want to reinvest into our workers, so the wages are going up already. I want to, if someone comes to work for us for 2 years while they go to college and they walk away from the company with a college degree or moving on to a four-year university, that's a huge plus. I'm in this business to make money, but I'm also in this business to affect people in a positive way, not just our guests, but our employees as well. And I think racing that wage up, it's already happening. We're already giving giving increases. But, I want you to kind of imagine your job as a dishwasher or a prep cook, and so you're going to wash dishes for 40 hours a week, or you're going to stay home for 40 hours a week, so that's what you're up against. If you're going to give the person an extra few dollars, I think the incentives needs to be more. So it's multi-pronged. This is a program that we hope to go on for many, many years, and we'll hope ease this crunch that's right now. But so it's kind of multifaceted, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. Have you had any takers yet?
So we're so excited that in this last week, we launched the program, I think Monday or Tuesday this week. Today's Friday. We've had at least 20, maybe more applications, okay? And so this is coming from like zero. I mean, practically zero applications and people inquiring for jobs. So I hope it's gonna work. So far, it's been a huge response and people are really excited about it. So I've got high hopes for the program.
Fantastic. Skyler Reeves, thanks so much for sharing it with us. Good luck.
Thanks, Skyler.
Thanks for having me.